Alexander is getting late for school, because of which his mother is nagging at him. On the way to school, he receives a text from his friend, Betters, who is being bullied at school by Lance and Kay. When Alex learns of this, he rushes to save his friend and instructs the two bullies to leave Betters alone. Lance then tries to scare Alex and warns him to stop pretending to be a hero before leaving the scene. However, as he walks away, Alex jumps on him and repeatedly hits him in front of the other kids. The following day, the two bullies chase Alex in order to finish the fight from the previous day. Being scared, Alex rushes away, trying to get away from them. However, his escape leads him to a construction site, where he is soon cornered by the bullies. As they approach, Alex walks backward in fear, only to fall and become unconscious. The sight of an unconscious Alex frightens the two bullies, so they immediately flee from the scene. Soon after they leave, Alex wakes up and discovers a sword embedded in a stone. While exploring around the area, he eventually pulls it out and takes it back with him. Meanwhile, Morgana has awakened in the underworld, sensing that the sword has been drawn out by the new king. She uses her dark magic to order Vines to find out the person who now wields the sword. On his way home, Alex calls Betters over to show him the sword. After deciphering what is engraved on the sword, they realize it is Excalibur, King Arthur's sword. They, however, do not take it seriously, and instead, Alex takes the sword and jokingly knights Betters. Elsewhere, Merlin, who now resembles a young boy, senses that the sword has been discovered and walks out into town in search of the person who now possesses the sword. He eventually finds his way to Alex's school. Later that night, Morgana sends a demon to kill Alex. After seeing the demon, Alex runs to find his mom, who is nowhere to be seen. Seeing no other option, he rushes to get Excalibur and tries to fight the demon, only for the demon to fling the sword away in seconds. Just when the demon is about to attack our new king, Merlin uses his power to destroy it. Following this, Merlin immediately leaves in his owl form, since it is dangerous for him to be in the mortal realm after sunset. Before leaving, he hands Alex a fried chicken restaurant flyer and tells him to meet him there the next day. Alex and Betters visit the restaurant to find Merlin. Afterwards, Merlin explains to the boys how Morgana intends to return and enslave everyone. Additionally, he tells them that Morgana's demon will appear to steal the sword after sunset, and that during this time, all mortal souls, other than Alex and his knights, will disappear. Young Alex becomes terrified upon hearing all of this and tells the wizard that he is only a 12-year-old boy and cannot take the duty of saving everyone. When the boys try to leave, Merlin transforms into his older self and shows them a vision of what would happen to Britain if Morgana were to succeed in obtaining the sword. As a result, Alex finally understands that he is the chosen one and that the world needs saving. After this, the boys return to the construction site where Alex had found the sword. Surprisingly, Lance and Kay also show up there and begin making fun of Alex while demanding the sword. As a response, Alex goes and puts the sword back in the stone. Then he tells the two bullies that if they are unable to pull it out, they must allow him to knight them. The two bullies agree to it since they believe it to be a joke and that they will ultimately be the ones to win in the bet. To their surprise, the pair fails to draw the sword, so Alex commands them to kneel before eventually knight them. In the meantime, Morgana's demon rises from the ground and begins to attack them. Lance first takes Excalibur and tries to defend himself, but the demon takes no time to overpower him. Seeing this, Alex rushes over to help him, and then they all run away in an attempt to escape from the monster. As they try to escape, they notice that there are no people in the streets, which perplexes Lance and Kay. Soon after that, they see 3 demons chasing them, so they steal a car to get away from them.